Israel nowadays is a most common topic. It is not only that at present it is a common topic for the world people, but it has been a topic of concern, a topic of anxiety, a topic of disease, this debate, a topic of discussion since its formation in 1948 in the land of Palestine. So today we are going to talk about Israel, its geography, how many people live here, which religion, which people of which religions, how many percentage of them live in Israel. On this topic, we are going to talk about this. So I hope you will kindly and patiently listen to this. Jerusalem is the capital city and largest city of Israel. Official language is Hebrew, and special status has Arabic language. Ethnic groups: 73% Jews live in Israel, and 21% Arabs live in Israel, and 6% others ethnic groups live in Israel. According to statistics of religion in 2016, 73% people follow Judaism, that means uh, Jews. 33% among the 73, 33% is Hiloni, 24% Masorti, 9% Dati, 7% Haredi, 18.1% Islam, and 1.9% Christianity, 1.6% Druze, and 4.8% others. The demonyms of Israeli peoples are Israeli. The government name is Unitary Parliamentary Republic. The present incumbent president is Isaac Herzog. The current prime minister is Benjamin Netanyahu. And Knesset Speaker, that means Parliament Speaker, is Amir Ohana. Chief Justice Uzi Vogelman, and the name of the legislature of this state of Israel is Knesset. And establishment of Israel is first the Declaration of Independence on 14 May 1948. Next, admission to the United Nations 11 May 1949, and current Basic Law 19 July 2018. The total area of Israel is 22,072 kilometer or 20,770 kilometer, or simply 8,522 or 8,019 square mile. It is the 149th country in the world. It has 2.71% water, and the population according to 2024 estimate is say 9 crore 9 lakh people, and the density is 451 per square kilometer, and the GDP PPP uh, is totally high, and per capita income is also high, and human development index is very high. Currency is new shekel, and it's in case of living, it's one of the best countries in case of economic, social security, and etc etc. But while we look at Israel and Palestine, we get a very tumultuous, very quarrelsome, very fighting, very arrogant behavior continuing between Israel and Palestine since its formation in 1948. But one thing here I'd like to remind you that when the State of Israel was formed on 14 May 1948, the well-known, who is famous as a scientist, as a physicist, Dr. Einstein, was offered the presidency of Israel, but he declined to take the post. Yeah, Einstein said that equation is more important to me than the presidency of Israel, because Einstein said, I know better. I am expert in equation, not in the politics. That's why he declined the presidency of Israel. Okay, now let's have some knowledge about Israel, how many kinds of people live here, and the geography of Israel. Israel, the name officially is a state of Israel, is a country in the southern Levant region of West Asia. It is bordered by Lebanon and Syria to the north, the West Bank and Jordan to the east, the Gaza Strip and Egypt to the west, southwest, and the Mediterranean Sea to the west. The country also has a small coastline on the Red Sea at its southernmost point, and part of the Dead Sea lies along its eastern border. Israel's proclaimed capital is in Jerusalem, while Tel Aviv is the country's largest urban area and economic center. So here I would like to share the page on Israel that I have been talking about. I think in this case it will be very easy to understand this. Israel is located in a region known to Jews as the land of Israel, synonymous with the Palestine region, the Holy Land, and Canaan. In antiquity, it was home to the Canaanite civilization, followed by the kingdoms of Israel and Judah. Situated at a continental crossroad, the region experienced demographic changes under the rule of various empires from the Romans to the Ottomans. European anti-Semitism in the late 19th century galvanized Zionism. We sought a Jewish homeland in Palestine and gained British support. After World War One, Britain occupied the region and established mandatory Palestine in 1920. Increased Jews immigration in the lead up to the Holocaust and the British colonial policy led to the intercommunal conflict between Jews and Arabs, which escalated into a civil war in 1947 after the UN proposed partitioning the land between them. The State of Israel declared its establishment on 14 May 1948. The armies of neighboring Arab states invaded the area of the former mandate the next day, beginning the First Arab-Israeli War. Subsequent armistice agreements established Israeli control over 77% of the former mandate territory. The majority of Palestinian Arabs were either expelled or fled in what is now known as the Nakba, with those remaining becoming the new state's main minority. Over the following decades, Israel's population increased massively as the country received an influx of Jews who immigrated, fled, or expelled from the Muslim world. Following the 1967 Six-Day War, Israel occupied the West Bank, Gaza Strip, Egyptian Sinai Peninsula, and the Syrian Golan Heights. Israel established and continues to expand settlements across the illegally occupied territories contrary to international law and has effectively annexed East Jerusalem and the Golan Heights in moves largely unrecognized internationally. After the 1973 Yom Kippur War, Israel signed peace treaties with Egypt, returning the Sinai in 1982 and Jordan. In the in the 2020s, it normalized relations with more Arab countries. However, efforts to resolve the Israeli Palestinian conflict after the interim Oslo Accords have not succeeded, and the country has engaged in several wars and clashes with Palestinian militant groups. Israel's practices in its occupation of the Palestinian territories have drawn sustained international criticism, along with accusations that it has committed war crimes and crimes against humanity against the Palestinian people from human rights organizations and United Nations officials. The country's basic laws establish a unicameral parliament elected by proportional representation, the Knesset, which determines the makeup of the government headed by the prime minister and elects the figurehead president. Israel is the only country to have a revived official language Hebrew. Its culture comprises Jews and Jewish diaspora elements alongside Arab influence. Israel has one of the biggest economies in the Middle East and among the highest GDP per capita and standards of living in Asia. One of the most technologically advanced and developed countries in the world, it spends proportionally more on research and development than any other and is widely believed to possess nuclear weapons. The country joined the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development in 2010 and has the only above replacement fertility rate among its members. So simply that's all about Israel, and I hope you have enjoyed listening to videos on education like this on various topics. I hope you will be able to get this on my channels. And if you want to be a good reader, if you want to gain more knowledge on new things and new topics, I think this channel will help you a lot to discover more and to know more. Lastly, the thing that I always YouTube knowledge or Facebook knowledge is life. You need to read books like this book 1, 2, 3, 4. There are many books here. If you read these books, this will help you uh, to 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 improve your lifestyle. And finally, one thing I would like to tell you is that you have to be a good citizen, and if you wanna be a good citizen, must know what are your rights and what are your duties. If you know this, you will be able to be a good citizen and your country will be one of the best countries in the world. Lastly, I think I would like to again remind you that health is wealth. If you have no health, you cannot be a sagaisa person, you cannot be a knowledgeable person, you cannot be a wise person. So, for this reason, you must maintain a good health, and for this, for maintaining a good health, you need nutritious food, you need good books to study, and you need very sound health. You need sound sleep of more less than 9 hours out in the 24 in your day. I hope you have enjoyed listening to this video, and please try to look at the other videos. Don't believe in gossips, don't believe in rumors, because rumors and gossips are destroying, are ravaging, are subversing our society. They are putting our country into a chaos, into an anarchy. If you want to make your country out from this anarchy, from this lawlessness, every citizen must study clearly. You should have very profound knowledge on any kind of country. So, gain any prompt knowledge, current affairs of the world. You can take the help of internet, Google, YouTube, Facebook, or anything else. But you have to study very minutely, very carefully. You have to know from A to Z. That means you have to know everything, each and everything of a particular topic. You have to be expert, you have to be adept, you have to be a master of what you want to know. If you know this, I think one day, today or tomorrow, our country, our Bangladesh, will reach one of the apexes, one of the acmes, one of the climaxes of our development. We have made simply are called superstructural development. But if we look at the infrastructural development, superstructural development is like infrastructural development, like the software that you cannot see but you can understand. So that's why you have to be a. Lastly, I would like to end the lecture here. Thank you very much for your patient hearing, and hoping that you will watch all other videos on my channel for your